What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, July 3rd, 2019. Hope you're doing well. Bitcoin up around $1,000 since yesterday's video. To start this video, I want to look at a quick clip from the video from yesterday, and then we'll jump into the charts. I want to see if Bitcoin breaks above this trend line or not. There's so much happening in this area. There's so much confluence. We have this upper trend line. We also have the upper trend line right here of this falling wedge, which is now in play. Or are we just going to break through right now and kind of start seeing more support and start seeing some higher highs and higher lows? That's really what I'm watching for. So you can see we got the move that we were looking for, at least through the upper trend line. I also, around the same time yesterday, I guess maybe a little bit after yesterday's video, I tweeted this: Bitcoin resistance ahead at 11.2 to 11.7. This is on the 4-hour Fibonacci. So let's jump into the charts and look at this. Going over to the 4-hour, simply put, it is this Fibonacci retracement from this high right here down to our swing low, and you see our channel right here around 11.7 down to 11.2. So huge resistance in that area. This is the area that I'm looking for. I know there are people kind of looking at these previous lower highs. Always definitely want to look at previous lower highs to see if we can break that area and kind of break this pattern of lower highs and lower lows, because that's what this falling wedge is. But right now, I'm more concerned with the resistance channel right here. And it's confluent exactly with this 50 moving average, this blue line that you see on the 4-hour chart. And you can just see resistance, very clear resistance there. So yesterday, our question was, is Bitcoin going to break through this long-term trend line that we had here, as well as this falling wedge trend line, current pattern? And since that video, right around probably here, Bitcoin managed to do that, right? So now we're hitting exactly where we anticipated resistance. So in terms of what we're looking for next, up to 11,700, we just have to watch the 4-hour charts. You can watch the hourly, you can watch the charts in general, but I like to just check on the 4-hour and see what's going on. But that's really what I'm looking at in terms of Bitcoin resistance. Now, if we go over to the daily real quick, I just want to throw this out there because I haven't really talked about the pattern as much in terms of breakout targets. So this falling wedge that we are in, right? And we actually, this is a daily chart, by the way. We actually just broke the upper trend line right there. You see it. And we have our target to the upside. Now, interestingly enough, the target to the upside, actually I have to move this over now since we have to update this line. So target to the upside, look where it's going into. It's going into our huge resistance area, which is on the daily chart, zoomed out, our Fibonacci retracements, where we already saw resistance, swing high from bull market to the low in the bear market. And we have our Fibonacci channel, 618 to 786. It's a very similar area of resistance that we're seeing right now on the 4-hour. It's just on a different time frame. So you can see how Fibonacci retracement really plays into all types of time frames. So in this particular chart, this is the long-term chart. You see, we anticipated this resistance at this Fibonacci retracement, and we got it. On the daily chart, you see this wick on this daily candle, even the second candle here, June 26th and 27th, the run up to almost $14,000. Huge resistance area. Now, if we go back to the 4-hour chart and we watch Bitcoin right now in this short-term resistance area, you're going to see Bitcoin, the first thing it needs to do is break through this channel, break through this 50 moving average if it's going to even have a chance at hitting this larger target and retesting this huge Fibonacci retracement area up here. So Bitcoin has a lot of resistance ahead. And I want to follow that up by just saying, if you look at the weekly chart, Bitcoin, to me, at least to me, just looks dangerous in terms of the RSI and the stock RSI. We did a video on this before. Historically, Bitcoin, when kind of up in this area, sees resistance and sees large consolidations, right? And simultaneously, that happens with the stock RSI. Here's this quicker moving momentum oscillator. You see Bitcoin in the overbought area. So really in the overbought and resistance area for Bitcoin on these momentum oscillators. So the one thing that is funny is kind of, if you look at the charts, it's almost like I thought we were about to get a pretty large consolidation back here, and I thought it was gonna, continue down into our channel, maybe see some sideways action at the 50 moving average down here. It's what I wanted to see. So, in the $8,000, $9,000 area, just kind of sideways. And what that would do is it would bring our weekly RSI down a little bit. And that's what I was looking for, but it just hasn't happened. So it's almost like Bitcoin, knows it has to consolidate. And if you look at the charts, it did it very quickly, and it's already kind of back up. And that's why you have this extreme volatility in the market right now. A swing high up here, down to swing low 21%. And then yesterday we had a swing low up to previous swing high, another 20% or so. Extremely volatile. Bitcoin's going crazy right now. You have to be very careful. But in terms of resistance, up to 11,700, it's simply what I'm looking for. I wanted to share it with you. On the downside, if Bitcoin sees some downside right now, we have a very key area, the upper trend line here of this falling wedge, confluent with this long-term upper trend line that I'm still using. So right in this area, around 10,700, 10,800, if Bitcoin falls about below that area, be very, very careful, because we might be getting that extreme consolidation that Bitcoin kind of needs to see on the weekly charts. Because historically, every time we've been in this area, we've seen a large consolidation for at least a week or two. We just haven't had that yet. So these are my thoughts on Bitcoin. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the channel. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, and God bless.